I go under the cheekbone, under the cheekbone.
I find MAC too heavy on my skin.
And all of that stuff that people who do all that
I do, because I have terrible dark circles under my eyes.
I mean, I do that just with this. I probably just don't know how to bake well.
Members of the Six Company, this is your beginner's call. Beginners to stage, please. Stand by stage management, lighting, sound, flies with your beginner's call. Thank you.
All action stations, and just like that, she is ready! You can do this with powder as well. Sometimes I use I've got the Nip and Gold now, and you can see the colour I use a lot for my contour stick. The stick lasts better during a show, I find. The powder sweats off more easily. So when it's not for a show and it's just a standard day, I'll use the powder, and that is the Nip and Fab contour palette. And it's clearly the dark one, with aspen, rose, honey, walnut. I use truffle for my contour. And there's a light one that's called walnut that I use for like some highlights in places. And just keep dabbing it. And sometimes I pull a bit as well, just to blend it in really nicely. And the show lights pick it up really nicely. It gives you a nice kind of glow, because the center of your face will be lighter than like the edges, and it catches. Powder and lips, and we good. Now the face is done. I'll do that at the end, actually. There's two little things that we haven't done. Yeah. So that's the face. I then use this powder to highlight or contour for stage. Just the bridge. The edge. Put that there. This is a MAC brush. I got a kit. It was a gift.
Right,
and the brush is 287 SE, if you know what that means. And then I blend that in, because you don't breaking it down on the dance floor and you want your face to stay intact. Then I come in with the fit where I go in with this fixing spray again. So this is why I do it after, so that Nothing like blends in when you don't want it to have blended in. So I do the mascara after my face is set. This mascara is, you guessed it, it is MAC the False Lashes Extreme in black. Extreme black. While we're at it, again, we were given these. So this is a lip pencil. It's called, the color is Night Moth, and it's by MAC. So for my lips, what I like to do is, you get a nice little two-tone color as well, is I line the lip. Again, I'm using this mirror. Then I start at the Cupid's bow, down, down, and then I do the rest. Again, this is because I don't really feel like I have steady hands. Down. And then I kind of pull the colour in just a little. So it again gives you like a two-tone colour. Because you're going to pull this in so the centre of your lip won't have any colour on it. Just pull it in from the line you've already drawn. In. Oh, hi Mum. My mum's just joined. I'm doing remember I told you I had to run because I was meant to be doing a makeup tutorial? You found me. And I'm just teaching everyone how we do the show look. There we go. So you've kind of pulled colour up and down, depending on which lip. Tap your lips, pat your lips together, and that kind of blends it. And you grab your actual lipstick, which is the MAC. The colour is called Diva. The code is AA9, should you be looking for it. And then you fill in the centre of the lip, and then you should get like a kind of two-tone colour. So you're a lighter colour in the centre of the lip. It's a very subtle kind of blend, but when you see it in person, you can see it's kind of a two-tone look to that. We're pretty much done now. So the face is now dry from that second set of fixing spray. We're gonna go with the last layer. I'm serious when I say I don't want this makeup coming off. Last layer is the MAC Studio Fix. So this was the powder I was using before, but then Anna, who's our head of wigs, gave us wigs and makeup this, and yeah, it really sets your face really well, so I kind of layer it. So rather than just using this, I use the Derma first, and then I layer this on top. This is the MAC Studio Fix Powder Plus Foundation Powder, and the colour is C8. And again, I just do a little swirl, tap the brush, and then with this one, I just kind of sweep it over. Final touches, pull it down just a little. And then this is by Barry M, and it's called Take a Brow, and it's the Shape and Define Brow Gel. So I kind of use this as a fixing, like last layer on top of your brows so that they stay where you put them. Just brush that through. There we go. Brows are set. And there's one last little thing I do on a day that I'm feeling fancy. It's not there every day, but if I'm feeling fancy, why the heck not? Is I get this little brush, so it's the other end of the angled brush, just the other end. And like I said, it's the walnut colour on the contour palette by Nip and Fab. I just tap the tip in walnut. And I go over my Cupid's bow. Give that a little lift. The show is starting. And the end of my nose. And just under my brow line, my brow bone, just here. And I blend that in. Gives you a nice little highlight. Tap, 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 tap on the end of your nose. This, I don't really blend it, just it stands out quite nicely, but I might have put a little bit much today. You know, go hard or go home. And a little on your chin. And then you do that last spritz. And that is it, folks. You let that dry and you are ready for the day. Stand up properly. I've taken the light bulbs, most of the light bulbs out of the mirror lights because I get horrible migraines, and when I can avoid it, I don't stay in glaring light too much. Yeah, so you're not getting the full vibe. Let's see if I can fix that. There we go. Put a bit more light. And then we have it. I will take, oh, that's kind of better. I'll take some pictures so you guys can see it. For my edges, because you know, I've got to get them edges, girl. I have, both me and Shaq use the Gummy Professional. It mostly, pretty much withstands a show where we're sweating, so that's great. And you literally just put it on your hairline, and can you see how it just kind of sleeks everything together? Just like that. You brush that through with, I can't find it. There we go. Just this little brush comb. So edge brush. Sleek it up and your hair is nice and tidy all around the hairline. Can you see the difference? Look at that difference. Just tidies you up. Can't be out here looking raggedy. You know what I'm saying? Just tidy up your edges. If you've got very, very curly hair, you know what I mean. And then yeah, that keeps you nice and tidy for the show. So for cleaves, I'll do the two sides because you can't see the middle because the hairpiece comes around the middle. And if I'm on for arrogant, I will tidy up my entire hairline because it's all out. My crown sits about here and the rest of my hairpiece is on. And that's what we do. We've got sleek edges, we've got a beat face, and that's the show look, guys. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope you were able to follow along. And like I said, if you guys, I don't have a wig, no, I have hair pieces that aren't in my dressing room right now. So for the different queens, so it's Sophie.James that asked, depending on which queen I'm on for, I have a different hair piece that goes for the look of that queen, which is kind of, you know, based off, the queens obviously have a kind of specific look, but based off of what your natural hair looks like anyway, should you have had that hairstyle, the pieces kind of look like that. So I wear my hair in twists and stuff a lot, hence I have the twisted piece for cleaves, and for some of the other queens. And then when my hair's just kind of let out, it's kind of big and curly, and that's what Aragon's piece looks like. Yeah, and so that it works for each piece, as a base, I have to keep my hair in these kinds of braids throughout the show. So at any point, we just rearrange the braids to match the piece, and then it works out. So yeah, do I have hair pieces for? It's kind of a mixture of those. Yes, I do. I do have a couple of other pieces, but for most of them, it would just be a variation of what I have on. So Pa kind of has a side pony. For me, Aragon has like a back pony. So we would just kind of make it a side pony, if that makes sense. Trace_Williams was in last night. Glad you enjoyed the show. Thank you so much. That's so lovely. Yeah. And that's it, guys. I hope you had a good time. If there's any other super quick questions, I'll try and answer those, and then I do have to run. So let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Can you guys hear the show in the background? Well, we've got some people just joining. Sorry, guys, if you're just joining. We're just finishing up, but I will save the entire thing so you can catch up on what we've been doing and join in should you want to. I'm looking forward to seeing all your pictures. If you tag me in them, that you gave the makeup and look a try in whatever colours you had. Whoop whoop for mold next week. You'll have the best time. You always get ready this early when... No, I don't always get ready this early, but I've got some other things I'm going to be doing today, and while I had the time and everyone else was getting ready, I thought I'd do it. It will be all kind of crazy later on. People will be out for the break between shows and doing other things, so this was the calmest time to kind of get it done. All right, last question. Have I had any mishaps on stage before? Yes. There's so many. We all have them. Just last night, there was a little mishap where, you know, we wear in-ears and we hear calls and instructions and stuff like that. And I couldn't hear the calls that we get from our MD at all last night. So I couldn't hear in no way where I get counted in, and had to kind of wing that, and it was a little bit early, but we made it work. But yeah, little things like that happen all the time. I have said wrong words. I have fallen over. It happens. You just get up and you style it out, make it fabulous, and keep going on with the show. Do you think I could do this? Hi, Mum. Listen, I want a picture from you. I'm going to save this. Makeup from start to finish is really simple because I'm not really good with eye makeup. I've said it a million times here. So I want a picture from you, from my mum, guys. She's here watching. I want a picture of the finished look. I will bring some makeup home for you to try and get this glitter look going. All right? Thanks, guys, for joining me. I hope you had a good time. I hope your face is looking beat if you followed along. I'm going to save this, guys, and you can watch it in your own time. All right? Bye. How do I end this now is the question. Hit the X, right?